Com. It was almost 6 months ago when parts of Conway were underwater. Homes were destroyed, roads were flooded. Tonight, some are still picking up the pieces. Others are just picking up and moving on. ABC 15's Madeline Montgomery is live in Conway to show us how city leaders are helping people relocate and what they're doing with their property once it's empty. Madeline?
Well, where I am right now, it looks kind of like a whole bunch of nothing, but there actually was a house here. The property owner sold it to the city of Conway for the FEMA buyback program. And then this house behind me, they're working on clearing it out right now because that house is next to go. After that, city of Conway leaders are figuring out what they're going to do with all this area. You wouldn't know this house was once underwater until you look a little closer. You also wouldn't know that it won't be standing for much longer.
We've been hit 2 or 3 times, and unfortunately, some of our neighbors, they got wiped out all the way.
Greenspaces.Conway, where the city's bought property in flood zones and cleared them out. 4 houses have been torn down so far, and 5 more will be taken down soon.
So far, we've purchased 17 properties with the buyback program. They're averaging about $88,000 in total cost per buyback.
FEMA reimburses the city for buybacks, then the city takes control of the land.
A lot of people have moved. I mean, it's going to be bare out here when everything goes down.
The city has some ideas about how to use that land.
We've got a whole lot of property in one section. Can we do some sort of linear park? We are limited in what we can do. We cannot build anything with impervious surfaces on this area.
They can also share the property.
If we've got isolated properties in the middle of a neighborhood, what we can do there is consider approaching neighboring property owners to lease that property, make it part of their yard. They can't build on it either, but then it will be maintained privately instead of by the city and taxpayer funding.
Neighbors say they just want to make sure the land still looks nice.
I just hope it's green and cut.
As you can see, people didn't have to sell their land. This house right here decided to raise up. Other neighbors I talked to say they're just going to pray it does not flood here again. Live in Conway, Madeline Montgomery, ABC 15 News.
Madeline, thank you. City leaders are also talking about using some of the land as a nursery to grow plants that the city could use for